Hello, welcome back. Last time I almost got a room done, but not quite. It just took a little bit too long for that to be possible. Hopefully should be able to get through it today. Earlier today I was kind of replaying what I remember of this room in my head, and I have an exact memory of every single move up to this... no. Where am I? No, farther than that. Up to this bubble, that's when I went hazy. Because I did that part of the room so many times. Okay, right, that's the one I interrupt upright. Then I do one of those, then this, that. Do it quick because you're in a race. That's where I bop, that's where I do a super. This is where I feather. This is where it's really hard to time that up dash, but if I do it, then I need to be coordinated here. Spend dashes. Okay. Let's plan how to dash downward here, because that's actually the most unsolved problem in this room at the moment. When in bubble, dash down once. Immediately after the smash, dash down a second time, then a third time. Then wait until crystal, dash down once, twice. Crystal, dash down once, twice. If I don't interrupt well enough, I'm going to end up on the ground and have to do another dash to get into that, then immediately down left. So the other way would be to coordinate my dashes so that I start one right before I eat a crystal each time? Then I would end up being able to do this a bit quicker. Maybe that's not important. Just spending them as quick as possible. It goes okay, probably. Anyway, once I'm down here, I dash down left, I bubble right, I dream hyper right, and then the room is pretty much done, I think. Well, alright, let's see how all that works out. And how much do I remember how to do this? Well, again, like I said, very much. Timings are still going to be what they've always been. But I still know what I'm doing. As much as I ever did. Right, okay. Here, do this. Whoops! My thumb slipped. I wasn't holding up the way I thought I wanted to. Alright, well, right back in it. Just right where I left off. Right, I gotta do that. So one important thing there is to do that super really early. Like, be ready for the reverse as early as it can be reversed. Because the farther left I go, like, that costs me double on that left movement, basically. Because all of that left movement has to be reversed with, right movement. And just makes the super feel much worse. Like, it's when I get a very early super there that it feels good. Dang it. Early. Whoops, but do that part well. Okay, whoops, well, it's getting there. Here we go. That part I still remember. Okay, here we go. That was too high. Yeah, that feather flight's a little iffy sometimes. Like, I wanted to get me close enough that I can just wave dash directly out of the feather, but that doesn't always happen. Like that. But not like that. That's the hard spot. Yeah, you know, the hard spot. As opposed to the rest of the room. Dang it. Hey. Sometimes my dream grab just doesn't grab. That was a bit slow, but probably acceptable. There, I grabbed. Good, okay. Ah! So today that's not being a problem at all. Everything else is. Well, that's also not true. But okay, I'm glad one of my major problems mostly went away. Here we go. Here we go. I'm just gonna mash and hope, and yeah, I wasn't gonna win the race anyway. Okay. So, that part, the part that's unsolved, was the issue that run at least. Ah. Why don't you grab? Am I really that late? I must be. There, grabbed. Whenever I make sure to do it extra early, it seems to work, so yeah, I guess I'm just chronically late on that. Good. I'm kind of ahead in the race, so don't worry too much about it here. Ah, I wish I'd worried more about that. Just wasn't thinking enough about it. No! That was a couple of wasted dashes that slowed me down, but let's hope it's not too much of an issue. Ah! Okay. Don't miss anything. Okay. Good, good, okay. Dang it! Can't even see the thing, that's nice. That's the way I like it. That was a bit iffy, but it worked. That didn't. Okay. Hup, 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 hup. Oh, well, I made it as far as the bubble, but then I did the wrong thing. Okay, so the race ends when I enter that dream block. Do not fast bubble. The one time I did get an attempt at that dream hyper, I fast bubbled and I think it was a mistake. I also paused, but I think slow would have just been better there. Okay, I'm close, but I've been close for a long time, so who knows how long it'll be before I get closer. Oh! That's more of that than I want to be seeing right now. Can I do this part faster and make up for it? Maybe. I did the down dash. Ah, that worked. Are you sure? Well, the rest didn't. Alright, a little update to something not directly related to the room. I'm at 25 minutes of play so far, by the way. So you know that— oh. Well, we got this weird thing going on. So you know that thing that happens a lot, where every 20 minutes or so the game will do a thing for about 2 minutes where every second during that period, a lot of qualifiers in here, but you know the one. I get like several frame drops and it just completely wrecks my timing for, well, it's in that bad period. I've had a hunch for a little bit now about what that might be about. And as soon as it started happening a second ago, I stopped recording, and the issue went away entirely. So it is nothing that Celeste or Strawberry Jam is doing. It's a recording software thing. Guessing something like file gets too large on disk, so it has to defragment it or something like that, or do some kind of maintenance. I mean, maybe it's OBS garbage collection. Maybe it was garbage collection, but not what I thought it was. Anyway, so that at least gives me a direction to try fixing that issue in. Okay, so some progress on a thing that's been plaguing me for a while. Not as much progress on the room, though. Ah! Ah! Whoa! Whoops. No! What? Nope. Oh. Very ahead. I'm way ahead. This is nice. Also, I haven't been here in 15 minutes. That's how high my success rate is. Not very. I'm super ahead. Wow! Okay. Fascinating. I didn't even get in the bubble. So I interrupted it, went right. What? Controller, really? Now is not the time to be doing this. Seriously? If I unplug and replug you, will it fix? Or did it just fix itself now? Can I adjust the dead zone for that? I cannot, no. Well, it stopped doing that thing. Yeah, sometimes it just does that. I guess it's done. Ah! Today's a day I'm having all the problems with my things outside the game. Why am I here? Right, okay, so I did not even interact with that bubble. I just dashed straight back in there. I did do the Dream Hyper. Right, so note that, hang on, so I did gain new information there. I was a little higher than I would be for the bubble. I did the Dream Hyper. There is a point at which I have to steer right. Yeah, so that was a record. There's a point at which I have to dash right in order to land on that. Okay, well I know how far my dash goes. It's 8 tiles. From here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So once again... Well, how high will I be? If I'm Dream Hypering... And that's counting from the left tile of this, so if I count from like the center... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these mushrooms, right here, just to the right of the yellow thing, are my reference point. I want to be kind of in the right-ish side of the mushrooms. Kind of. I don't want to go too far. But yeah, like that mushroom cap that goes up and to the right. I want my body to intersect with that when I do the dash. Okay. So I'm going to paste on screen. That is my reference point. I'm going to dash right when I get there. Assuming I ever get to this point again. So yeah, it was 15 minutes since the last time I did that. Will it be another 15 and will I remember? Okay, so right, as soon as I've done this down left dash, I can calm down for a moment, slow bubble, go to the right, get aligned perfectly, dash right at the upper right mushroom cap. And if I can ever put my feet on... Assume this will fall. I did not think of that until now. I was imagining this would be a place I could just stand as long as I want. Assume this will fall. Assume this will fall and just dash straight up as soon as you're at it. Dash straight up, feather straight right, then the room should be done. Assume this will fall. Okay. Whoops. Okay, feather flight was bad. Yeah, and I didn't transition out right. Alright, finally here again. I'm gonna look and see if it was actually 15 minutes. Now I will. It was 10. But I didn't make it to the end. Those were slow bubbles. Okay, let's see if that ends up being a problem. Well, I guess it won't. Better? Okay. Dang it! What? No! Ah. Okay, that part of the race went really well. Could this maybe? That'd be nice. Yes? Okay. Did it. Did it. Why did I die at the last one? Oh, I have to dash there. Okay, so that was a good new record. I don't mind so much that that wasn't the winning run. I wasn't expecting it to be. So I kept control during this section. I now have gained the ability to do that as long as I'm ahead enough that I don't have to, like, step on the gas pedal to get it here extra fast. The Dream Hyper and dash right went fine. This does indeed fall, unsurprisingly. Yeah, so look at this. So I can see where that hole is. Right in that gap I gotta do a crouch dash. And it's lit up to call attention to that, but that doesn't enter my eyeballs until I know to specifically look for it. Okay, so there was one surprise move at the end. Now I know about it. Alright, how long will it take me to get back there again? More than one attempt. What? No, that happens way too often. There. It sure didn't happen there. Okay. Get down there. Get in there. Hyper. Do that. Oh, I didn't make it. I dashed too early. Yeah, I'm not able to look at the reference point, I just have to eyeball, and that time my eyeballing failed. But I know it was too early, so I can air later. Whoops! That! I fixed it, but that still was a down dash. Happens way too much. Remember, steer left, not just down. Left, not just down. Yes, like that, okay. Wow! I missed the feather entirely! Left, not just down. Left, not just down. Okay, that worked. There we go. Didn't miss the feather, but I went the wrong way with it. Yes. Okay. Too slow. Okay. Oh, too early. Get there. Go faster than that. Doesn't matter. I'm here. Okay. 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 Okay! There we go. I got it. What does that say? 50 plus 25. An hour 15 today. Alright, well, less than I spent on it last time. I'm drifting. Alright, yes, this room is great. I had some trouble getting it to actually work. Yeah, so this was the first one that was like, felt like a major roadblock. False, it's the second one that felt like a major roadblock. I just did it in 2 days instead of 4. Okay, yeah, and there wasn't like a whole lot more to learn. I just had to make so many things in a row work. But I did. It's done. Alright, I still maintain that I like that room a lot. Cool. There's a watchtower here. This is not the... well, if it's the final room, it's a real room. This was not giving me final room vibes. At the start, this does not, but I haven't parsed it yet. What'll this look like after editing? Really short. Let's at least parse. Okay, so there is a place to stand here. If I press the button here... oh, that just is a jump, because that's assigned to my jump button. Of course, the prompt is when my feet are actually on the ground. Alright, let's preview. I probably have some time once this is condensed down. In fact, I probably have a lot of time once this is condensed down. Just gonna look at the general shape of this. Looks like a lot more of the same. What's... okay, that's an aligned fall. Into a differently aligned fall? I think this thing that has the touch switch above it is going to fall down. I will be on it, then I do a neutral jump to get 2 tiles away to go down this shaft, probably. Then I... what on earth? Oh, I'm pink here. Am I? Maybe. Okay, so... I think I see. Alright, so I'll go through this dream block, do whatever it takes to get those touch switches to look straight forward. When I get into this bubble, my feet will have just been there. I get into the bubble, I time it to go down right, it smashes into the wall and I grab, then ride it down. Neutral jump, then I have 2 dashes so I can go left, down, left. Okay. Feather that. Yeah, actually parsing this before next time will help me know what I'm doing, so I think that's a good idea. So, a feather flight, can't tell how demanding that's going to be. It doesn't look too terrible. Like this up and then the down, like it's in this upper left part that I think I'm going to die. I will hit that spike in the center a bunch of times. Other ones don't look so threatening. I guess it's a wave dash into a dash right, then what's this? This is where that thing is going to fall. That might be an upright corner boost? That's probably an upright corner boost. Let's assume that's enough to get me to the springboard. Springboard! Springboard that has to be instantly interrupted. So a springboard, first appearance in this level. Okay, those are here now. Interrupt up, dash left to smash, dash up, up, up? How many dashes do I have? Not enough. Wait, so I spring, that gives me a dash. I dash up, I'm inside a crystal and I dash left, that gives me a dash. I bash the wall, okay, so I still have 1. I dash up, the crystal gives me a dash, I dash up again. I just have to do, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, 2 dashes should be able to get me from here to the bubble, and there'll be a little bit of an up bounce from smashing the thing. Well, no, I measure from... yeah. That's a tight... that's gonna be tight, crossing this with 2 up dashes, at least what I'm judging from now. Anyway, get bubble, go down left, align, and smash, and fall. Dream right, dream down left, dream right, and jump. Dash up, feather down. I know how far a dream jump goes now, I'm very familiar with that. Feather down and around, maybe an up left dash, maybe I can just feather straight into the bubble. Bubble up, dash up left, align and maybe drop that to smash this probably. While it falls, what am I doing? I might want to be above it and like use it for a... I don't know. So that's going to sploosh in the water. Anyway, I'll go around here. I'm a little tired now, so I'm doing this slower than I would usually, maybe. Assuming this thing that falls is not an obstacle to me, and I can, like, climb up and climb jump to make sure it's not, I would mostly just fall down here, do 2 pink dashes up left, or 1 up left and 1 up, maybe. Get the green crystal. Shouldn't those crystals be red? If these ones turn my hair pink, those should turn my hair green. Not quite thematically consistent. Anyway, I mean, I guess I could do an ultra there if I felt like it. Am I in a race with something? Am I in a race to do an ultra on the top of this surface? Wait, hold on a second. I grab the pink, I go down below the thing, I dash left, up, I ultra there, I extended hyper against the wall into ultra here, chain my ultra on this as it falls? If I didn't do that... yeah, then I wouldn't make it. No, I'm gonna have to chain that ultra again. Okay, so chained ultra on falling block, here. That's not very high from where that surface is gonna be. Is that enough height to do an ultra? If I'm doing it at the lowest point, yes, it is, at the lowest point. So that's gonna be some exquisite timing, oh boy. Okay, anyway, assuming I pull off that chain, that's a feather. I fly through here, that's a long flight and is going to expire... like, I'll get about this far and it'll expire. Ah, and that's where I cash in my touch switches. Touch out, fall down. I have to hold on to my dash. Dash left, get pink, get bubbled. Bubble right. I'm gonna guess dream hyper, then dash right again. Similar story here, but not the same. Here I just dream jump. Wall bounce once on that. Dash... right? Okay, so if I bubble left, dream jump out of this, position my body against that, dash up, wall bounce. I have 1 dash left. The wall bounce puts me about, like, here. I guess I dash right? And then with this, I would prefer to just put my feet down and initiate a bunny hop from there if that's what I'm doing. And it appears to be what I'm doing, then I wave dash on this, or I could do a reverse wave dash into the bunny hop, but that's probably not what I'll do. So hop to that, wave dash into ultra, into feather, feather right, turn down, turn right, and that's the end of the room. There's also a pool of water there, but if I go into that, I'm just dead. And I don't detect any hints of a secret exit down here. That's just like the disappointing pool you'd get dunked in if you fail the final bit. I mean, there's that block, that solid block that's covered with spikes on top there. It's a tiny bit suspicious, but... wait. So, in the very rightmost part of the screen, I'm seeing the background stars in a transition between the, like, light blue colored thing and the dark one at the end. I think there might be something in this water. Does that happen here? Yes, it does. Okay, so just the way those tiles join leaves a little gap that reveals the background. So that in itself is not a clue that this is a secret. And really, there is nothing else that signals to me that it would be. I think that's just a path to avoid. Maybe Madeline would say something if I went down here, but I have not been rewarded for going in the water generally. Other than that one time she did say something. Okay, so that is what I'm up against next time. I'll have a lot more energy then, because at the moment I'm a little bit beaten down from doing this for so long. But again, I don't mind too much, because the room was pretty great. Hopefully this one will be too.